Come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Woo! Damn it! I knew it would climb back up. Yeah, baby, we're in the clear. I'm gonna take you shopping. You want a Lambo? Shit! Fuck! What is up, crypto peeps? Let's talk about Bitcoin. If the last scenario sounds like anything you've been going through, then listen up. So why is there so much emphasis on Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the OG, the original, the start of the revolution. Bitcoin is like your once beloved significant other that's now your on again, off again booty call. You go back to it when you need to feel safe, but you're tempted by other new shiny coins on the market. In the midst of this latest market correction, Bitcoin seems like it's standing on wobbly legs. It's like someone trying to climb a big dune of soft sand where you get to a certain level and you start sliding back down again. And then you repeat the process and start sliding back down again. Bitcoin is usually the first cryptocurrency that people hear of. It's the one that's entered the mainstream lexicon. It's the term that these genius news pundits use to refer to cryptocurrency in general. And there's good reason for that. Bitcoin has been the market dictator, the market driver, the cryptocurrency market maker for practically its entire existence. What Bitcoin does, the market usually follows. And what the market usually does, Bitcoin follows as well. It's like this symbiotic relationship. So what is the future of Bitcoin? Well, it's trying to find its legs right now. It's standing on uneven pillars. We thought we were in the clear when it briefly broke 13K lately. And while its fall from grace is significant from the $20,000 price point that it hit weeks ago, Bitcoin has seen some trouble in the past. Again, it's been the market dictator for a long time, and back before there were all these altcoins, Bitcoin was one of your only choices. So what does the future hold for it? Well, anybody that tells you they know the exact destiny of Bitcoin is lying to you, or they're trying to sell you something, so be wary of that. You have geniuses and novices in the space predetermining Bitcoin's destiny. You hear these estimates, 100K by the end of 2018, 5K by the end of 2018. How can they be so wrong? A lot of this is just baseless anecdote. The best thing we can do is look at the charts, both recent history and past history, and try to make a determination. Also, as I've stated in previous videos, having an exit strategy is vital if you hold Bitcoin, or any other coin for that matter, or any security for that matter. Always have an exit strategy. So let's look at the data and try to determine Bitcoin's future based on what we know now. Keep in mind that this isn't a sweeping indictment that you should use in order to make purchase decisions. So let's look at the data. All right, so I got the chart right in front of me. So the first thing I want to take a look at is the moving averages. This blue one is the 50, this red one is the 100, and this purple one is the 200. And if you don't know how to get here, you do so in indicators, and you can just type in moving averages or the average of your choice. You can type in MACD, you could type in exponential, but that's for another video. So why am I using the moving average? Well, the moving average is a great indicator of where the coin is going if there is a recent change in trend. And currently, you could see that Bitcoin at 11,150 is right on top of the 100-day moving average. Why is this significant? Well, it's never closed below this in recent memory. And every time that Bitcoin has suffered in a market dip, you could see it bouncing off of that 100-day moving average. Right there, right there. And it seems to bounce off that and rebound again. And the last time that it actually went significantly below the 100-day moving average was August of last year. Now, after the summertime, if you remember, that was the period of the altcoins. So right after August, September, altcoins took off and Bitcoin recovered later in the year. But this is the first time recently that we see it fall below the 100-day moving average. Now, it did eventually rebound. But when it fell below the 100-day moving average, it wasn't as drastic a dip as we have now. So you can see that from its $20,000 high, Bitcoin is right now down about 43%. And it actually dipped below 10,000 yesterday or the day before, I can't remember right now. So my view is that if Bitcoin actually crosses this 100-day average and closes below it, we can actually start to see it inch towards the 200-day average, which right now is sitting at, what is that? That's about 7,380. So there are some people that were predicting a $6,000 Bitcoin or $6,500 Bitcoin, but we can use these moving averages as targets so that we're not throwing arbitrary numbers out there. Now, we can use different indicators and technical analysis to get different price points, but just based off of the moving average, this would be the next target if it actually closes below the 100-day. I'm hoping it doesn't close below the 100-day and it bounces back up in usual fashion, because I know that a lot of people are tired of the down market. Although if you read a lot of messages in the Discord, again, join the Discord, it's free. You'll see that a lot of people are actually vying for a lower Bitcoin price because they didn't pick up any in the previous dip or when it went down below 10K. So they're wanting their chance to grab some cheap Bitcoin. Another indicator or piece of technical analysis that we can use is the Fib retracement. I've talked about this in previous videos. And a Fib retracement is used to identify different areas of support and resistance based on predetermined ratios called Fibonacci ratios. And without getting into too much technical detail, you can definitely do some reading on your own. But basically, we want to draw the Fib retracement from the beginning of the last bull run So right around here, if this will stop acting up, to the top of the bull run. So that's where Bitcoin hit. And you can use the fib retracement to try to gain a few different pieces of information and use it in different situations as well. Again, without getting into too much detail, the 618 ratio is usually where you see strong support. And this is where investors either start throwing in the towel and selling off majorly, or the bulls come in and start supporting the security at this level. And we could see that it's not coincidental that the 618 fib retracement level and the moving average are where the strong support is showing right now. That's why these predetermined ratios are what they are. So knowing that, I can even confirm to myself the hypothesis that if Bitcoin drops below and closes below this 100-day average, we might see a shift in trend. So look for that to happen if it actually closes below there. I'm not saying it will, but if it does, then position yourself appropriately. With Bitcoin, we've seen that holding is a perfectly fine strategy. Depending on where you bought it, you can sell off and buy back at a possibly cheaper rate. And if you don't have Bitcoin and you're looking to increase your position, depending on whether you're swing trading or long-term holding, look for a good opening position between the 786 and 618 ratios. So that would be anywhere between $8,800 around that and what is this, 11,200. Another thing we should look at is the volume, which is sometimes a great indicator of investor sentiment. So if we switch to a more short-term chart, let's say an hour, because I was on the day chart, by the way. I'm sure you guys spotted that already. And what we want to do is look at the red candles and see if there's any indication of a major sell-off. And so far, just eyeballing the volume, it doesn't look like there are major sell-offs at the red candle marks. So you can see that the red volume bars are actually pretty level with the green ones, apart from these tall green ones here, which are actually a good sign. Now don't worry about these moving average lines because we switched to a 1 hour chart, and these moving averages are indicators based on a daily chart, so we can actually remove these. The last thing we'll look at is the overall trend. So let's switch back to the 1 day chart. And what we can do here is draw trend lines from the top of the Fibonacci retracement All right, we got our trend line. So you can see that there's sort of like a falling wedge pattern happening here. And again, you can draw a support line right around here, which if you remember, that's where right around the 100-day moving average was, as well as this 618 Fibonacci level. So like I was saying, if it falls below the support level, which is the 100-day moving average, the 618 Fibonacci level, and this support trend line that we drew, you could probably see a continuation downward. Now in a falling wedge from a rising bull pattern, a lot of times you do see a breakout upwards, and that very well could be the case. But I think it all depends on what happens right around here. And I just want to point you guys to a new resource. So yeah, I've been talking about my Discord the last few videos, and obviously we've been having a lot of good chats with all the members. But also I updated the trading dictionary section here, as well as the trading trends. So if you need help with the trend, or you're new to this, or you want to learn how to chart stuff, I posted a lot of the basic technical analysis patterns in the Trading Trends 101. Again, this is completely free. You'll have access to it. Just sign up to the Discord. The link is in the description below. And yeah, you'll have access to all these trend patterns, and you'll be able to identify these for yourself over time. So that's where we're at, folks. I'm not going to pontificate over what the price of Bitcoin is going to be at the end of 2018. Yeah, I have my hunches, but it's really not based on anything besides anecdotal evidence. When we do actually look at the evidence that we do have in the form of charts and technical analysis, a lot of the future of Bitcoin, at least in the near future, can be dictated by what happens here. So if it breaks below the 100-day moving average and closes below that, which is also the 618 Fibonacci level, which is also the support trend line that we drew, then we can start making a determination about the path and the trend in which Bitcoin is moving. I hope you guys like this video. My main goal is to bring you the best content that I can while educating and learning as well. So subscribe here for more crypto talk, trading strategy, and crypto news. Leave a comment and a thumbs up, and don't forget your crypto addresses in the comments. If we get 7,000 subscribers before the next video launches, I'll make sure to do another Bitcoin giveaway for you guys. But you have to be subscribed and you have to leave a comment. Stay safe during the market dip, make good decisions, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.